is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm sorry that the first time you're seeing me is without makeup, but I'm super excited for this video because it's gonna be a chatty get ready with me, and I just wanted to talk about something in particular. I didn't just want to do my makeup because I'm not even that great at makeup, so what can I offer you in terms of tip, you know? So I kind of wanted to talk about the luxury items I regret buying. If you guys have been following me, I've been doing my monthly resets because I've been budgeting and focusing more on my finances, and that's become a very big deal to me. And something that I've realized is that back in the day, I used to spend a lot on luxury items, and those were not my best purchases financially, from a financial standpoint, not my best purchases. So I kind of also, as I've been doing them, like realizing like there's a lot of these items that I have bought before that I just don't use and I don't need, and I regret them. So I kind of wanted to go down the list of like some of the items that I regret buying and offering my tips and advice and review if you guys would want it. If you guys were interested in any of these items and need a sign to not buy them, here you go. So I just wanted to go through that with you guys and just do my makeup as we chat, you know, have some fun. The point of this is just, you know, just because you can doesn't mean you should. You guys will see kind of my thoughts on some of the items that I just literally don't use and shouldn't have bought them. But yeah, let's not make this intro too long. Let's get into the video. So I already prepped my face. I use a Glow Recipes moisturizer, and then for my under eyes I use the First Aid Beauty under eye cream. Honestly, the older I get, I realize that I should really prep my face before I'd be like, nah, I don't need it. And you guys, it's very important. So yeah, I had already prepped my face, let that sink in. I will include any of the products I mentioned down below if you guys are interested and you guys want to check them out. They'll be down in the description box. So yeah, let's get into it. So for primer, I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Primer. Honestly, this is amazing. I had gotten it at Sephora. The girl was like super like telling me to get it. I used to like not care about primer, which is not a good thing. Not that it's not a good thing, but like I never thought too much about primer. Like I just got like whatever primer, and this one is amazing. So this one definitely recommend. I also saw a lot of people eventually on YouTube start using it, so it's a great one. So I'm just gonna start off big with my first item I regret buying, which is a Gucci Super Mini Marmont bag, which I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like this is my biggest regret out of anything on this list. This was solely just like an impulse purchase. My sister was at the store and she was getting it, but hers made sense because she was getting it in black, which is a much easier color to use. The one I got is more on the pinky side, which I just don't use that color at all. I don't know why I decided to get it. I think it was like the impulse of the moment that I was like, sure, let's get it. But I literally do not reach for this bag at all. Like it's literally still in its box, in its wrapping. The handle literally still has like the plastic on it. Literally have not used it at all. I'm gonna repeat this a lot. Just because you have the means does not mean you should get it. That was definitely one of those purchases. Also, while I keep talking, I'm gonna use the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. This is one of my favorites right now. So good. This one, literally, again, I don't use it at all. Not the color I want. And also, I'm gonna say something. This is my personal opinion. Don't think that this is like a fact. This is a personal opinion. But this is something that I've noticed for myself. I realize that I just don't like items that have the logo super visible, if that makes sense. I personally do not like that, and that's one of the things with this bag. Like the Gucci logo is so visible and I just don't feel comfortable wearing it like that. It's just not my thing. So that's also one of the reasons why I don't use it as much. So I feel like I definitely regret that purchase because I was like, okay, like I wasted all this money on this bag that I don't use at all. So I am thinking about selling this bag. So if you guys know of a place of where to sell it, like this is for sure I'm gonna sell it. I mentioned this before, but like I've checked the RealReal. I think one of my things of selling this bag online that I'm scared about is that like it's an authentic bag. I still have like the authenticity cards and everything. I'm just scared that like something will happen to it in like transit or something. So if you guys have any advice on how to sell them, let me know. I would love to like know what to do. That's just one of my biggest like regrets. Like I would say that's my most regretted thing, because I feel like, again, going back to the fact that I'm doing my monthly resets and like my budget, like I realized that I could have used that money into something better. Could have put it into my student loans or something else instead of getting a bag that's just sitting in my closet. So learn from me, guys. Don't just buy things just because you're in the moment and you're like, that looks cool. Think about it. So it's actually really funny because like I love Bottega. Like that is honestly my favorite luxury brand. That and Saint Laurent. love them. But when I was in Vegas, I actually went to Bottega. I bought the mini pouch, which is my dream bag. I love that bag. But something that the guy who was helping me said was like, you're always gonna like things, that doesn't mean you should get it. He had initially shown me a different bag and I was like, oh, I really like it, I don't mind buying it. But once he showed me the pouch, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my bag, like I love it. So he was like, yeah, do you see the difference? Like, sure, you liked the first bag, you thought it was cute and everything, but you know, you didn't have like that moment with it. So that's something that he told me to remember every time I try to buy something, was like, you're always gonna like something, that doesn't mean you should get it. And that's something that for sure I'm gonna take like as advice for like everything, and it's something that I do even now, that I've kept with. Sure, if I like something, I can like it, that doesn't mean I need to buy it. So that's been helpful for me. Hopefully it's helpful for you, because yeah, like I'm definitely that person that like will just buy things because I thought they were cute, but that doesn't mean you need to get it. So for my under eyes, if you guys see, I have deep set eyes. If you guys have any advice on how to cover deep set eyes, please let me know. I saw a tutorial where a girl used color corrector, so I'm gonna go in with color correctors. It's a Stila one, and then she deleted her video, so I'm just going off memory of what I remember. But basically she would color correct like here, so I don't even know if I'm doing it right. So if you guys have advice on how to cover these deep set eyes, let me know, because I definitely don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I have deep set eyes, like I can admit that. Something that bothered me when I went to Sephora was like, I know that I have deep set eyes, like you can literally see it right now. So when I went to Sephora a while back, I was like, hey, like I have deep set eyes, I just need to know how to like cover them, like that's all I need to know, or just minimize the appearance of them, you know, I probably can't get rid of them. And the lady was like, oh no girl, like you don't have lines or anything, like don't think that. And I was like, no, like I'm not trying to be like humble and getting it like some compliment, like I know that I have them, like I can literally see them. So she's like, no you don't. And I was just getting so frustrated. So yeah, I didn't get what I needed. I didn't get any advice. So if you guys have any advice on how to cover them, let your girl know, because I need it for sure. So for concealer, I'm just gonna go in with the NARS Creamy Concealer. This is my go-to concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. And in the corners of my eyes, I'm using Anastasia's. I'm only doing that because I had bought this and I just want to use it up. This isn't a bad concealer, the Anastasia one. It's just very thick. So if you want a very thick concealer, this one's a go-to, but I feel like I get really creasy, so I try not to use it as much. I feel like I'm also talking very fast, so sorry guys. Also, my cat's in the back. He's just chilling, hanging out. He usually doesn't see me film like this much, like where I'm actually talking to the camera, so he gets very confused sometimes. Before I jump into the next thing, I'm actually gonna do my eyebrows off camera because I need to get up close. I use Benefit for all my eyebrow needs. I use this, or I use the powder. Honestly, they're my favorite. I don't know why. I like using their products for eyebrows, so yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. So this is how my eyebrows are looking. Not the best, but you know, we're just gonna make it work. I used to be able to do my eyebrows really good, and then I don't know what happened. I just like forgot, and it's a skill that I now need to relearn because I obviously do not know what I'm doing now. But you know, we'll learn. We're gonna grow and learn all about it. I don't know what I'm saying. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the Balenciaga all over sweater. And I feel like the next few ones are gonna be kind of shocking, I guess you can say, because I technically do like these items. But like I said, just because I like them doesn't mean I should have got them. Like, I love this sweater. It's actually really soft. However, it's kind of going back to the same issue that I had with the bag. The Balenciaga logo is very visible. It's obviously all over. So I feel kind of uncomfortable wearing it because then I'm like, oh, it's just so visible. It's not that I care what people think. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable wearing labels that way. But this sweater, I love this sweater. The color is super pretty. I usually wear it to work mainly, and I put it under a coat, which if you guys know, I live in California. So wearing a coat only happens like a few times a year because it only gets so cold here at times, you know. So it's not like I wear it often, and again, I just don't feel comfortable wearing it like on its own just because it's just the labels just all over. But it's such a cute sweater. Also, I'm gonna go in my eyes. I'm using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. I said the whole name and that was a mouthful. Going back to what I was saying, I like the sweater. Like, don't get me wrong, the sweater is great. It's super pretty, but again, like, it's not something that I really needed. It is just super like visible that you're like wearing it, you know. Also, side note, I feel like I kind of mentioned it, but I will say it again. I'm not very good at makeup. I'm still practicing and trying to get better at it. It was one of my goals because I should perfect my makeup. So sorry if it looks dumb. Like, if you guys have any tips, just let me know down below because I love tips. I want to get better at makeup, you guys, so let me know. Again, I love this sweater. Like, it's not a horrible sweater. Like I said, it's actually super soft, super cute. I like things that are very usable, like reusable. Like, majority of my closet is like black colors, and then I have very little whites or like blues, just because I feel like those are very neutral colors that I can just rewear, and it's just easy to pair together. So I feel like, again, that's my issue with the sweater, that like, one, it's very noticeable. I can't just like wear it all the time because you'll know that I wear it all the time. So it's just not something that I reach for. Honestly, if this video teaches you anything, is, you know, just because you like it doesn't mean you should buy it. Think of all the consequences, you guys. But yeah, that's great advice. I think I'm gonna blend it out, don't worry, you guys. But yeah, I've never put like eyeshadow like under my eyes. Like, I never did under any makeup under my eyes, like color wise, and I realized that it makes a difference, you guys. Like, I always try to be the person that being like, oh, I don't need it, it's okay, and then I realized, like, sure, it makes a difference. It makes it look a lot nicer. I don't know what I'm thinking. I feel like I just went with what I thought was right and thought that was right, you know. Also, I have really sensitive eyes, so I try not to do eyeliner. So what I do is just get like the darkest eyeshadow and just do that, just to add some dimension. I literally don't know what I'm saying, so love this for us. Also, on top of that, I have hooded eyes, so literally hit the jackpot on like all the eye issues you can have. So love that. For mascara, I love the Milk Kush mascara. This mascara is great. The only thing I will say is that it's very, I don't know how to explain it, it's very wet when you put it on, so you kind of have to be very careful because it will like clump together very easily because it's a very wet formula. And yeah, but it's really great. I really like this mascara. I do keep my makeup very simple because, again, I'm learning, so as long as it looks presentable, I'm good. So the next item is also a Balenciaga item, which is actually really funny. I actually love Balenciaga. There's items that I have that I love, you know. I have a denim jacket which I wear all the time. I actually bought a t-shirt dress which is so cute, and I've been waiting for the summer to wear it. So like, I actually love Balenciaga. I don't know what it is that I'm mentioning so many of them in my regrets, but you know, it's a great brand. One of the items I regret, and this is, again, goes back to, it's just me, I am the issue. The item I regret is this button up. And the thing with this button up is that it was all wrong from the beginning. Let me explain. I walked into the store, and I feel like I might not look like the typical person that goes into like luxury stores, you know. So, you know, I hate when you can kind of get the vibe from the people there, you know. So they were like, oh, like, you're not gonna buy like anything, and I was like, no, I will buy something. And usually if they kind of get that vibe, they also just assume that you're gonna buy like accessories, like bags or shoes. So I was like, no, I can afford clothing. So I ended up getting this button up solely for that purpose, to be like, yeah, see, I can buy this, which is not a good thing. Like, let me just say that right now. Buying something to prove something to people is dumb. Like, don't do that. You don't need it. You shouldn't have to prove anything to anyone. Like, is that my second piece of advice in this video? You don't have to buy anything to prove anything to anyone. That's also why it's my biggest regret, because one, I really didn't need this shirt. The second thing too is that it was big when I bought it, and since then I've lost a significant amount of weight, so it's bigger now. And the thing is that it's a button up, so you're like, oh, just wear it open. So I was like, yeah, I can do that. However, the shirt itself is a very like interesting shape where it kind of like flares out, and it's not necessarily cropped or long. Like, it kind of fits very awkwardly. So I tried wearing it open, but it just flares out super weird, and then from the back as well. Like, the only way I can describe it is like that weird fish from SpongeBob that's kind of like that shape, you know. That's kind of what it looks like. It's just the shirt itself is a very weird shape. Like, it's also, like I said, it's not really cropped, but it's also not long, so I really can't tuck it in. I also can't like tie it. It's just wrong completely. Like, this is a regret in terms of like, one, I shouldn't have gotten it at all. Like, I wasn't even looking for a shirt or a button up or anything, but now I feel like I can't even use it, so like, I don't know what to do with it. Also, real quick, I'm going with my bronzer. This is the Anastasia. I love this bronzer. This is in the color Saddle. It's super cute. Also, if you guys see my bronzer looking real stupid right now, don't worry, I'm gonna blend it out. But yeah, this shirt, like, it's a cute shirt, you know, but like I've been telling you guys, just because you like something doesn't mean you should buy it. This is definitely, again, one of my biggest regrets, because like now I feel like I can't even use it because it's just such awkward shape. It was an awkward shape to begin with, and I still went for it. What's also frustrating too is that like there was like a t-shirt available and I could have gotten it, but then I was just like, nah, like I'll get an actual shirt because I thought I was gonna wear it to like work or whatever, and then I just never wore it. So yeah, everything about that was just horrible. Like, you guys, why did I do that? Again, I feel like all the advice I'm giving you is just learn from me to just do the opposite of what I did, because again, it's just one of those things that I was like, dude, I could have put that money into something more useful. Obviously I'm not gonna live from regret and be like really sad about it, but I'm just gonna learn from it. Obviously it is upsetting, like I am disappointed in myself, but you know, it is what it is. We learn and we grow. I've been watching too many WeWork documentaries lately, and we crashed, so I love everything about WeWork. Like that whole situation was just wild. I literally read the book Cult of We, watched that documentary, watched the Apple TV show. Literally everything about WeWork just fascinates me. If you watched it or just know anything about it, let me know your thoughts on all of that down below, because I just love talking about it. Anything like business wise in that sense just fascinates me. Like I love watching like also all the stuff on Theranos. I watched a documentary, I watched their show as well. All of that stuff, just crazy stuff, fascinates me. So for blush, I'm gonna do the Anastasia blush as well. I love this blush. I do use their little brush that comes with it, but then I go back in and like blend it out, so bear with me as I learn about makeup. So yes, it might look a little stupid right now, but don't worry, I'm gonna blend it out, y'all. So the last final thing that I want to talk about, I think, is the most shocking if you know me. Like I said, I love Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent is one of my favorite luxury brands. However, this next thing will be shocking because it's the Sac de Jour bag. I love this bag, don't get me wrong, like this is my dream bag, like I love this bag. However, my issue is that in the point of where I am in life, I just don't need it. The Sac de Jour bag is a very structured bag. It also looks very like polished and like, I don't know. For me personally, I see it more like a bag I would use for work. And again, this goes back to me also making mistakes and just not researching properly or understanding my needs. But I got the nano one because I tend to like smaller bags. All my bags are on the smaller side because I hate feeling like I'm carrying a lot. So again, this is also my own fault. But I ended up getting the nano bag. So I tried using it for work, but it was way too small to use to work. I basically found myself that like I couldn't fit all the things I needed. So I ended up switching back to my old bag. But I love this bag. But again, it's just not a bag that I should have gotten right now. Like I just have it sitting in my closet. It's a beautiful bag. Like I love this bag. Like I feel like I'm trying to apologize to this bag because if it hears me, I'm so sorry. I love you. Also, I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. This is the Becca highlighter. Keep it simple. I still love this highlighter. But yeah, I just, in this point in time of where I am in life, I just don't need this bag. Like I still use either for when I'm going out, I use a smaller bag, or for work I just went back to my backpack actually because I carry a lot of things. I feel like one day I'm gonna use this bag. I also just kind of got it impulsively because I was like, oh my gosh, it's right there, I can get it. But no, I shouldn't have gotten it, especially because if anything, I would have done more research on like the sizings of them, because I feel like I was also very confused on the sizings and I was watching them in store. I also didn't buy it at the actual Saint Laurent store. I bought it at Bloomingdale's. Not that they don't know, but you know how like they have smaller quantities of the things, and I think I was just like, oh, just let me get it because it's right here. I should have done a better job at researching sizing, what bag fit me better, because if anything, if I would have gotten like at least a bigger size, it wouldn't have been as big of an issue because I can fit anything in, you know. But then me being like, oh, I like small bags, like let me just do this one. No. Also, this bag, I do have a review on it if you guys want to check it out. It doesn't have like compartments in it, so like you basically just throw everything in there, and it also doesn't have like a zipper enclosure. Like the bag itself is just open from top, so you have to be careful of like what you have on top because people can see into your bag because there's no like zipper, there's no like cover or anything. So again, I didn't know that. I just went into it and be like, yeah, bag, and then realized like, oh, I should probably make sure that like my wallet is invisible, or like keep all of the important things at the bottom so like no one can just reach in and grab something. So that is my regret in terms of that bag. I love this bag. It's a beautiful, beautiful bag. But yeah, it's definitely not something that I needed right now in this point of time. Again, if I would have waited to like a different point in my life where like I knew that I was going to use it enough, I would have done a bit of research on like which size fits me better, what things I needed. I actually don't regret the color or the embossed style that I got. I think it's really pretty, so that I don't regret. But like, I think it's more of the terms of sizing and like figuring out my needs in this current point of my life, you know, I just don't use it, you know. So yeah, that's kind of the main items that I kind of regret buying. Again, this video is not to be like, oh, they're horrible, don't buy luxury. I think if it's within your means, go ahead and buy it. Like, I'm not against buying luxury items. I know for me personally, if I'm ever going to buy a luxury item again, like, I'm going to do way more research, focus on like real needs. Like, okay, if I need it for sure, you know, not just buy impulsively because I want to show off. A little side note that I want to say, this is more of a criticism on social media, just because I know this, but like, I know content with like luxury items do very well. All my reviews on my luxury items, if you guys go on my channel, have the most views. If I scroll down and see like vlog videos, people are showing off their luxury items because they do well. People are interested in this stuff. But I think my criticism of social media, I guess, is that like, we shouldn't be buying things to like prove something to someone. Buy it just because you genuinely want it and you just genuinely can get it, you know. Basically, don't do anything to prove something to someone, you know. Like, do it because it's what you really want and something you genuinely care about. So again, that's more on the social media side, like, because that's how I felt it. Like, oh, I know that luxury items get views, so yay. But like, at the same time, it's like, who cares? Like, who cares about getting the views, you know? I'd rather budget and make smarter choices in my finances, you know. Again, that's just me. That's how I feel personally. For lips, I'm going with the Merit lipstick. This is my favorite. I've talked about it before. Honestly, Merit, I genuinely love Merit. I know that I've worked with them before, but I genuinely love Merit because I have very dry lips and their lipsticks don't dry me out at all. It's so good. So this is in the color Tiger, which is such a pretty color. So yeah, let me just finish up my face. So yeah, that is my final look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'll include all the items down below if you guys are interested, and if you guys have any makeup tips for me, let me know down below because your girl needs them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to share some of my personal regrets, just because, again, I don't want to like punish myself for all of these things. It already happened, so I just need to move forward and learn from my mistakes, make smarter choices. Also, like I said, this is my personal opinion. Don't think that like I'm saying that, you know, if you buy luxury items it's bad. Go for it. I am 100% for it. I still buy some things here and there, you know. I think it's more what I was trying to get at is like, make smarter choices, buy things that you're generally going to use instead of just buying things because you're like, oh, this is so cool, you know, because that's what I'm planning to do. Like, one of my dream purchases is actually the Saint Laurent Chelsea boots, but I'm gonna wait on them till I'm at the right time, because technically I have boots right now that I can use up, so I don't really need them. So I'm just gonna wait for that until it happens, you know. Like, I just don't want to get them right now for the sake of buying them. I want to get them when it's like in budget, all of that stuff. All of this just goes back to what I've been talking about in my monthly resets. I'm just trying to make better choices financially. I have things that I'm saving for, things that I'm paying off, so I don't want to just buy things here and there. And the way that this video came about was because of my monthly resets. I was realizing that, you know, I could have used that money of the items that I don't use and put them into something that I could have used, you know, paying off my student loans and stuff like that, or saving, putting into my savings fund. So it's just something that I was learning personally, that like, it kind of hit me that I was like, dang it, I should have been smarter, made smarter choices, but now I can. So hopefully this helped you in terms of like, if you needed a review on any of these items, if you want to buy them, go for it. Maybe it helps you. Like I said, a lot of the items I actually do really like they're really nice. So like, it's not that they're horrible, it's just that in my space and time of where I'm at in life, I just didn't need them and I just don't reach for them. So I hope it helps you in that aspect maybe. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting my point across, so I hope it makes sense. I'm not saying these items are bad or like luxury items are bad. I think for me personally, it's just coming down to, if I don't need them, I'm just gonna wait on them, if that makes sense. Right now my budget is like the most important thing to me, that I'm just gonna go with that and save and all of that stuff. So again, not saying that I'm not gonna buy luxury items in the future. I feel like I keep rambling about this, but yeah, I hope that makes sense. But let me know down below what you guys think. Is there anything that you guys regret buying? It can be anything, like not even a luxury item, but let me know down below if there's like items that you regret buying, or if there is luxury items that you want to buy. Like I said, I really want the Saint Laurent Chelsea boots. Those are beautiful boots. There's luxury items that I still really like. So let me know if you guys have regrets or if there's something that you're wanting to buy. Let me know down below. Again, let me know some of your makeup tips down below because your girl needs them. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I do all types of videos. Like I said, I do monthly resets, I do lifestyle videos, I do work week in my life vlogs. If you guys are into that, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, leave me a comment down below. I love chatting with you guys, and anything you guys want to share, I would love to hear it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.